What's up guys, Sideshow here, and we're trying something new today. This is going to be Sideshow Reviews, where I'm going to pick an album of really any kind of music, whether it's metal, I've got some rap albums, I've got some different stuff all coming up, and I'm just going to pretty much review them and give you guys my thoughts on them. So please, if you like it down below. Also, don't forget to go check out my guitar videos as well. But yeah, I'm gonna pretty much do these album reviews once a week, every Friday. So yeah, stay tuned for those. I gotta come up with a good name for them. So if you guys have any, please let me know down below. But until then, it'll just be Sideshow Reviews. And with all that being said, the first album that we're gonna review today is the brand new Gojira album, Fortitude. Just came out not too long ago. My first thoughts on this album are, one, it's very ethereal sounding. There's a lot of ambience happening and big vocal effects, and you know, it just feels, certain moments feel like you're in a cave with the band, and certain moments just explode. Gojira's always been really good at creating those textures in their music, and with this album, I feel like they experimented a lot more with that, different instruments to create those textures, and it came out, for the most part, really, really dope. There was really only like 2 songs that I really didn't like on the whole album. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So, let's go through each track. So track 1, Born for One Thing. Now, when Gojira announced they were going to release this album, it did have about 3 or 4, maybe 5 singles I can remember. I'm trying to think, let me see. I think there was 4 singles. And this one, track 1 being one of them, I think it was the very first one. It's very typical heavy Gojira. It's a great start to the album. You come in, if you know Gojira, you know what to expect. They know how to write great choruses. The verses are just really chuggy breakdowns, just some ethereal noise going on. By the end of it, awesome. Great track, no complaints. Pretty much this sentiment goes on for the next couple of tracks. So Amazonia, same thing. Very, just really heavy. And just pretty much really heavy, typical Gojira. We dug it. Another World was another single that they released as well. So the first 3 tracks on the album were singles. And it's really built on this arpeggiated guitar riff, or I guess, yeah, be almost an arpeggio, staccato guitar riff that really, by the end of the song, creates this big ambient sonic kick-assery. And it really just makes you feel big, and it's awesome as well. First 3 songs are bangers. Song number 4 is called Hold On. Now this, when I was listening to the album, this was the first moment that I had felt, okay, this song feels a little disconnected from where the verses and the intro and how the song really starts off kind of feels like that. It's kind of a bumpy ride. Now by the end of the song, I was digging it. Gets into some cool territory. Again, Gojira knows how to make a song have movement and feeling. But yeah, it was my first moment feeling that it was a little disconnected. So then track 5 comes in, Newfound, and Newfound was dope. Brought me right back up. I was like, sweet, this song is great. I loved the chorus in this song specifically. Yeah, I really love Mario Duplantier's, or I always forget, I'm pretty sure it's Mario Duplantier, the singer. His vocal style is definitely unique, and yeah, it's really, he knows how to get a very unique feeling with what he's singing. You really start feeling that on Newfound. But then, right after Newfound is the Fortitude, which is the title track of the album, which actually is more of just an instrumental piece. Kind of an intro to track 7, The Chant, which was the last single they released before the album released. And honestly, these two moments, and I would only say really The Chant, is my least favorite moment on the whole album. And it's not because I hated it or nothing like that. I just, by the end of it, I felt that those singy kind of parts in it got really repetitive and kind of was like, okay, like this should be over by now. And again, these are just my feelings. I love Gojira. I've listened, Magma was a masterpiece. I played that shit on repeat for a long time. And so again, I could be a little biased trying to compare it to Magma, but again, these are just my first thoughts when I heard the album. So yeah, come at me, bro. But otherwise, yeah, so The Chant, not really the lowest point on the album for me. But again, it was the single, so maybe Gojira kind of knew that as well, and they just wanted to get that song out there, because after that, the last 4 songs on the album, so track 8 is Sphinx, which is, boom, probably what I would consider the heaviest song on the album, in my personal opinion. I love the guitar melodies that get going in there and the whole thing, and I believe that's the one with the chorus that switches into a whole nother feeling in the middle of the chorus. And yeah, dope. Into the Storm, track 9, also really awesome Gojira song. They started to get more into an experimental side as the album starts to progress to an end, but it still really makes sense for the rest of the album, in that sense that everything is cohesive. So, Into the Storm, yeah, I remember that one being a good one too as well towards the end. The Trails was definitely the most experimental Gojira song on the album, which is cool. There's always got to be one, and I dug it. It's really kind of a slower song, definitely more pretty stuff going on there. And then the final track kicks in, and this is the grind, sorry. And a lot of the themes on this album that Joe Duplantier is talking about is kind of just life and experience, and us as human beings and what our experience should be in life. And grind is kind of the thesis statement on that. It's us, he says we get stuck in a grind, you know, different stuff like that. And it's true, we all really do get stuck in our daily to day grinds, and that he really dives into that lyrically on this album. And really, this song, Grind, ties the whole album up with a bow. The last 2 or 3 minutes of this song has no vocals in it whatsoever. It's just like almost a musical instrumentation jam track for Gojira, which is dope. So yeah, again, that was Gojira's Fortitude. A lot of ethereal moments, ghost sounding, lyrical harmonies that are really cool. There's only those 2 songs, and that again is 6 and 7, Fortitude and The Chant. Those are my least favorite ones. My couple top favorites would definitely have to be Newfound, so track 5, Newfound. Really love that chorus. Sphinx is just heavy. Really, really dig that. And then Grind, the very last song on the album. If you're looking for that heaviness and you're not wanting to hear the same Gojira song, go check out all of 3 of those. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it down below if you did. Comment any albums you guys would like to see. I've got a couple already lined up that I'm excited to talk to you guys about. And then go check out my other guitar videos and guitar covers I've got going on. I also have my band's music on here as well. We've got some cover songs down there. I'll put some links down below. Whatever you guys need, let me know. Otherwise, keep it metal. We'll be back for the next Sideshow reviews, and I'll be back Monday for Sideshow plays. Take care now. Keep it metal.